A fight that kind of came out of nowhere for me. Well, I'm not going to say kind of. Actually, did come out of nowhere for me. Is this fight that was announced just a few days ago between Fabio Wardley. I call him a part of the new blood of the heavyweight division coming up, and one of the I guess you could say on the younger end of the generation of guys like, I don't know, Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz when he was, well, he's still kind of active, Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua. I look at a guy like Fabio Wardley and Richard Torres, who just fought on Top Rank a couple of days ago, on like that new blood level. For example, right now it is April the 8th. It's the 8th, right? It's the 8th. No, it's the 7th. My bad. April the 7th, 2025. I'm TstreeT Controversy with Fight View 360 and Gerald Big Baby Miller. It's unfortunate I have to bring it up, but let's call it what it is, because this is the controversy behind the fight. The former multi-time PED test failer is getting a world title shot. Now, even though it's the bullshit WBA interim belt, a belt that shouldn't exist, nonetheless, he's back in the mix. And he is the B-side. Fabio Wardley, 18-0-1 with 17 KOs. This is supposed to be one of his like on the championship scene now. After all, it is for an interim title for Fabio Wardley. So it's not a question that Big Baby Miller, who's been having some other significant issues outside of the ring, outside of failed PED tests, Big Baby Miller needs this win more than Fabio Wardley. But then again, I don't know. And here is why the fight is intriguing, because if Big Baby Miller loses, it's cooked. It's over. At least on a high level, he's going to be a mid-carder. For him to be here just main eventing is a significant deal. Just him being main eventing is a significant deal. After all that's been going on with him. And one thing I've noticed about Big Baby Miller, which pisses me off, is he seems to have a chip on his shoulders with boxing fans. Well, let's listen to this. Now, this is going to get R-rated. Take your time out, like the video, subscribe. I'm going to play it all the way through.
Your whack ass show is whack, bro. You show is whack, bro. You not tough, bro. Listen, you not clean, bro. You don't fit. Wait, hold on. Bro, you not tough, bro. You not tough, bro. You not tough. You're not, bro. You're not tough. You're not tough. Say something. Say, not talk all that shit you talking about in the track, nigga.
Now, to give you some context, Big Baby Miller, which I haven't been able to find, has said that Fabio Wardley did a diss track, meaning for those who don't know what a diss track is, it's a rap song insulting another person, another rapper or whoever. So I haven't been able to find this elusive diss track. And even during this scuffle, during the press conference, which was about 3-4 hours ago, it ended as I'm recording this. Fabio Wardley's like, yo, what the fuck? What diss track? I didn't do no diss track. So very bizarre scene earlier today. But going back to what I said before I let this continue, Big Baby Miller's been having a chip on his shoulder with media, and not all media, but some media and fans. And like, we didn't fail the drug test. Like, you failed the drug test. You know, and in fact, I was a huge Big Baby Miller supporter. I interviewed him several times. I was there at the press conference for him, Joshua and Povetkin, when he crashed it. Videos on the channel. I interviewed him in the Barclays Center a couple of times. I was at the press conference for him in Joshua, and I thought that at that point in time, hearing me out, I thought that he had a real good chance to beat Anthony Joshua. So when he went on to fail that drug test and just all the shenanigans that followed it, I was like, man, broke my heart. At the end of the day, I'm still a fan. So, but lately, over the last few years, he been like acting like the sport been kind of owing him something. Now, his last promoter, Dimitri Salita, he's not here right now. allegedly or apparently, according to a Big Baby Miller, he owed him like $5 or $10 million or something like that. He went into some significant debt, so bad that he was arrested for going to strong arm reclaim, allegedly, his car that was repoed. In fact, I'm going to play that clip for you. And what I'm trying to, and the story I'm trying to paint here is this man needs this win. And he's been through a lot of shit. Everybody deserves a second chance, but he don't have no business being mad at us, you know, and like we did something wrong. Miller, let's see, car dealership. My bad, I'm typing it in. This was like big news. Oh, let me type in Big Baby Miller arrested. Because I was like, when I saw the story, and I was like, huh? Where is it at? They didn't scrub it from the internet. Hold on, let me find it. Give me 1 minute. I can't find the story anymore. I did a video on it. Hold on 1 minute. Let me find this. There we go. I found it.
Well, also here at 5, a professional heavyweight boxer busted in South Florida. Police say he got physical with a car dealership employee. According to cops, he put that person in a chokehold.
Now he finds himself in a fight with the law. 7's Maricela Burgos is at that Hollywood dealership with what occurred there. Maricela.
Greg and I talked to that employee off camera. He says he will continue to pursue charges against this boxer because of what he says he did to him at his place of business.
Professional boxer Jarrell Miller is accused of taking it too far when he dropped by this auto shop on Tuesday.
You are charged with carjacking without firearm or weapon, burglary with assault. The court finds probable cause.
Hollywood police officers arrested Miller after they say he attacked an employee and then stole a black Dodge Ram from Himes Motors.
It is alleged that Mr. Miller first put the victim in a chokehold, then slammed him to the ground before robbing him, who was doing nothing other than his job.
According to authorities, a woman claims she left her phone in the truck, which the dealership had repossessed, and that's when they say Miller came up from behind demanding the keys.
He enlisted the assistance of another individual to create a ruse to distract the employee so that Mr. Miller could attack him from behind and choke him while he was trying to assist this woman in getting her phone that she advised was left in the vehicle.
In court, the state argued he planned this.
It would appear that Mr. Miller, he knew what the plan was going to this business to get his car back. It would appear by any means.
The defense argued there wasn't enough probable cause there for the 2 charges against him.
I think at best the state would have.
So the point is, he's been going through like a lot. And this is a situation where the boxer really needs like boxing, you know, because after this, remember at one point in time, he was the bodyguard or a bodyguard for Floyd Mayweather. And Floyd Mayweather was yelling at him like, yo, put me down, like, fuck, you know, during the Jake Paul incident, for example. I'm gonna pull up another clip for you. Let me see if I can find the, yeah, he was his bodyguard at one point in time. Like, that's how kind of hard for cash he was. Like, it was bad at one point in time. But I guess what I'm saying is I still want to see him do good. I don't know why, but, you know, I still want to see him do good. So this press conference went off the rails earlier. Let me go back and play. And I've been looking for this supposed diss track because this is what set him off at the press conference. He said there was a diss track that Fabio Wardley made, and that, you know, you make a diss track from where he's from, Brooklyn, you know, that's a death sentence. And he was like, yo, Fabio Wardley, I'm gonna fuck you up. What you gonna do? And he ended up putting hands on Fabio Wardley. Like, he like kind of smacked him on the top of his head. Like, just like pap, I came down with it. And I think that common sense should tell some of these boxers or fighters, is certain fighters or people you don't let get close to you, they're gonna do some shit. You know, like Tank Davis, like, no, don't let him get, you got to make sure, because he'll do some shit, push you off the stage, or whatever the case may be. Get all in your face. Teofimo Lopez, as you can see what he did. Big Baby Miller's one of those type of volatile. I'm trying to think off at the top of my head, because my brain is kind of not working right now. Certain fighters that you know some shit gonna pop off. Oh well, David, hey, he'll just glass the shit out you. Just don't get in his face. You know you'll get messed up. The track was supposedly called Big Baby Killer. Now he's gonna go on a tirade of see, it's like this. I don't mind the trash talk and all like the theatrics, but then when you start, like, how can I say, I'm not minding curse words, but then he started saying, faggot. You can't say that. I'm talking about a bundle of sticks. For those who don't know, here, I'm gonna show you just to clean this up. I bet y'all didn't know this. So, look, as you can see on the Google, it says here. So if you want to really get your rocks off, just say, hey, you bundle of sticks or twigs that's bound together. You make me sick, fucking bundle of sticks. Let's see if it pops up as a bundle of sticks. See, look. And this is from Cambridge, the Cambridge Dictionary. It's a bundle of sticks. So, but he starts going off on a tirade of, I don't know if YouTube gonna let me play it, but let's just say he's just calling Fabio Wardley a bound bundle of sticks.
Say you're a big baby killer. Say it. Say it. Say it one time. You're a big baby killer. Say it. I'm in your backyard. Say it. I dare you to fucking say it. Say big baby killer. Say it. Say it.
And where's this diss track? I can't find it. Oh, that's the first one.
That's what faggots do. They make tracks.
2.
But yeah, big baby killer. Nah, man, he ain't doing none of that. I press every heavyweight. I press Deontay, AJ. I press people. I go to gyms and I whoop people ass. Only person that ever got over me was Dubois because I had last minute notice. Only person. Nobody gets over on me. Never.
Right, I hear what you're saying. Let's all now keep calm.
Nigga, fuck him.
It's not good.
He's making a track about big baby killer. And where I come from is a death track.
Let me see here.
It's a death track. It's a fucking death track.
Wardley diss.
Song you're talking about.
The fucking whack ass song you trap people made, bro.
I made no song. I don't make
so I'm deaf in your fucking face.
I don't make no music. I ain't made no song. So whatever you heard or whatever you're on ain't me.
You saw, bro.
Don't tell me I'm soft and I ain't done nothing. If I did something, I'd stand on it.
Oh no, unnecessary.
If I made something, I'd fucking stand on it. If I did something, I'd stand on it. If I did it, I would stand on it. I made no song. I didn't do shit. If I made it, I would stand.
Now, the part I have an issue with is Fabio Wardley, don't cop a plea. Say, fuck you, Big Baby Miller. You don't have to be like, I ain't make it. You don't owe him no explanations. Fuck out of here. Why everybody think they can keep putting their hands on Fabio Wardley too? Like, what's going on with that? Everybody just keep touching him. David Adelaide, didn't he hit him with a bottle or something or threw something at him? But I like Fabio Wardley. Let's go look at the rankings. Let's go back to some boxing, I guess. So, as you can see, the heavyweight division, Daniel Dubois, but waiting to see what he's going to do next. I'm hoping, listen, I like Derek Chisora, but come on. He don't deserve a title shot. Usyk, I really want to see him versus Joseph Parker or Dubois rematch next. We're still waiting to see how that situation plays out. And there you have Fabio Wardley, number 8 by the by the IBF, number 1 by the WBA, 3 by the WBC, and 3 by the WBO. Now, as I said, he's a part of that new blood of guys like Efe Ajagba, Frank Sanchez, even Felix Hergovitz, he's up in there. Moses Atama. I would consider Martin Bakole kind of in that next generation-ish, despite his age. How old is Bakole anyway? Gerald Big Baby Anderson, Richard Torres, where, the old guard is on their way out. Remember, at one point in time, we had guys like if I can pull up the rankings from, let's say, 2018, it's a different landscape. You know, you only have guys like Alexander Usyk, and you still got Pulev still kicking around. So this is supposed to be for the WBA interim, and by the time this fight is over on June the 7th is when it's going to take place in this stadium, as you can see. It's in where Fabio Wardley's from. The WBA is going to have 3 champions. They're going to have Usyk with the super, Kubrat Pulev with the regular, and Fabio Wardley, if he wins, well, I guess I'll go ahead and say I'm predicting he's going to win with the WBA. However, Fabio Wardley's resume is still not enough. I mean, yes, you know, he's got his domestic level guys out of the way with David Adelaide and Fraser Clark, but and Nathan Gorman too. So those was his 3, you know, domestic rivals that he had to get out the way. And now going onto the world stage, this is, you know, Big Baby Miller. So the Big Baby Miller fight, if he wins, despite what you think, Big Baby Miller's name in boxing circles still pulls some kind of weight. It's just that his name is kind of disgraced. For example, another example is, let's go look at the drug testing. I don't remember exactly how many drug tests he failed. But also, where's this diss track? Can somebody link that to me? Have anybody heard it? Because apparently this is what set him off. Here, let me see here. Let's see, just Gerald Miller drug test. And he's got an extensive history for it. And I'm talking about, now, I'm no motherfucking doctor, needle, whatever you person. I'm just saying he's had some significant drug testing issues. You know, it can be argued that he's lost at least $30 million since the Joshua fight was supposed to happen. And he's been caught, never provided any significant reasons or anything why this stuff was in his system. One time he tried to blame it on some big dick pills or something. But he's been caught with shit that got letters and numbers in it, like stuff that you have to inject. You see what I'm saying? Like some significant, you know, PEDs like HGH and EPO. And if you go back and look who he was as a fighter compared to who he has been since, I'm guessing he's been tested. Remember, he was an anomaly. He kept putting on weight and was seemingly not losing any speed or stamina. Like at one point in time, he went out there and started bulldozing. Like he was what Joe Joyce was, or supposed to be, as far as the juggernaut, just straight walking you down, fast hands, you know, just out there laying hands upon you. And since he's come back in 2022, and I covered this fight, by the way, I believe, did I pay for this? I think I paid for this shit, didn't I? I gave him a pay-per-view buy. I think I paid for this card. In June of 2022, as you can see, he's been working his way back. But look, as you can see, the weight difference, and he hasn't been the same. Now, for the Andy Ruiz fight, he did get down to 305. Can't give him that. That was a draw. I covered that fight. Remind me again, that was on Crawford Madrimov. But who did people have winning that fight? And also Andy Ruiz, we haven't seen since. Because going into that fight, I easily picked Andy Ruiz. So I'm going to give him credit for at least going to a draw with Andy. And the stoppage against Dubois, you know, I'm not going to make any excuses, but I think he looked pretty good there as well. I don't remember what the scorecards was before the stoppage, but yeah, he's got to win. Fabio Wardley may be able to go back down and rebuild again. And remember, Fabio's 30 now, right? Yeah. I just think that overall, technically, Fabio's the better boxer, but is he going to have enough to keep Big Baby Miller off of him? That's going to be the thing. With that being said, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. It's going to be on June the 7th on The Zone. You can follow me on Twitter at TstreeT Controversy. Here, I'll pull it up on the screen. The links to my social media are right down below in the description box. There we are. Here's my Twitter. So if anybody finds that diss track, please let me know.